But those two other ships, the ones Sang, Susa, and Akira's all have this ability, essentially. They do smaller amounts of damage more rapidly. These ones do large amounts of damage more slowly, but right at the opening. So basically, you know, with two veterans here and an officer, these things are going to do an enormous amount of damage at the immediate onset of battle. And when one of them is officer, it gets it, it fires it, oftentimes ranking up again off of the first implosion device, which puts it at double gold, which means it's a replace weapon and it fires again. And then as soon as you vet it up, it replaces weapons again and fires again. I mean, it's just it's crazy.
Well, this Dominion fleet definitely able to easily take this fleet over here.
Yeah, watch this shit. This is going to be amazing. How much damage? Watch these Vorcha. See how much damage goes across these guys when these officers. Boom. 1, 2, boom. Strip 2 of them. Shields off on the Vorcha.
Out of control.
Out of control.
This Vorcha gonna die in the repair queue, and then there we have it. Another veteran T-15.
3 veteran T-15.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yep, and Elim calling for the good game. Definitely have to agree with him at this point. Those T-15s are pretty nasty.
And he sees the B-5s out on the field as well, so it's like...
And Mort is getting a nice economy up. You know, what Elim could try to do, though, is use like a Morale or another worthless ship and just throw it out in front to take the little...
Oh, no, that's not a good deal. He can't afford the supply for that.
No, and actually, just to point out for a moment, the Chonak may be like the best fighter killer ever. Just once those fighters get left behind a little bit, the Chonak will start sweeping these fighters out of the space.
Oh,
Christ.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, unfortunately, after this, we're going to see a massive number of T-15s built by all players.
Yeah. This is what's going to happen. People are going to be like, oh my god, I saw those T-15s kick so much ass. Hey, they also said that the special's kind of broken. Maybe I should abuse that. I should fucking abuse that.
Oh my gosh. Just look at it go. That coupled with the fighters, I don't know what you do. Even a Bortos really isn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Bortos will kill the fighters, but barely going to hurt these veteran T-15.
The veteran T-15 has more than double the defense that a regular T-15 has.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that.
It also fires something called an impulse disruptor, which I think, or maybe it's counter weaponry. Each one of these veteran T-15s randomly fires long weapons which does extra damage to long-range units, like like Chonak. I gotta hand it to Elim though. I mean, you know, way to go using something unusual like a Chonak, but maybe not the best idea. He's still building them though.
Yeah. At this point, it's kind of a, you know, to see what's going on.
He's decomming everything. He's decomming everything intentionally. Shonak can't even take out that bug.
Well, yeah,
wow.
It's just doing decent damage to it.
More sort of a hyperspace sensor station right next to the nebula.
Wow, look at the sight range on that thing.
Yeah.
Anybody know how much those things cost?
They're not that expensive. It's got a perimeter going up right next to it. And an S7.
Prototype. Well, I think when he realized that... I think when he realizes that you basically decommed everything on the map, he's going to just say good game and quit as well.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Elim mentioned it, he forgot that you can't pop miners now without a mining station in proximity.
Yeah, one of the more frustrating changes that's happened, but definitely had good reasons for that.
Yeah.
Well,
I
now we
just want
see
to point
that.
out. I want to point out to everybody watching this game that Mort is really, really good. And Mort, of all people, really knows how to make good use out of like everything that he has available to him. He made great use of the scouts, great use of the probes from the scouts. He put a hyperspace sensor system in a kind of unorthodox but really pretty smart place, somewhere where that can watch the other side of the nebula. It can watch the top side of that horn up on the top right, so in case Elim sent anything around to attack the side, he could see it with that. It can see the middle. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it. Way to go, him.
Oof. Here's a fleet of angry Katingas looking to get eated.
Go, Katingas!
Getting some kills.
Yeah, but, I mean, without that implosion field device, it definitely would have been a much different game, I think.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I think that it would have made a huge difference. Ray, I'm going to ask you to put this game up relatively quickly, just because, you know, there's been some discussion about whether or not the officer T15 ability, you know, needs some sort of balance, and you know, this exact scenario is what I had brought up, and
Yeah.
you know, Dom and Mal and I were talking about it, and frankly, I think what really needs to happen, just from watching this, is that it needs to either be a double gold only ability or a veteran ability, and give it the impulse disruptor instead, simply because it's so easy to abuse when it gets the impulse disruptor on gold rank 1, it fires. The firing will often rank it up again, which changes it to double gold, which makes it, you know, it resets it and fires again, and then you vet it, it fires
Boom,
again.
boom, boom.
It's just crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to some people, and I think it's pretty much known that it needs to be changed. It's just a question of what exactly happens with it. I want to thank everybody for giving us a good audience, and the players for giving us a good show. Thank you, Boggs,
Absolutely.
and thank you, Ray, for adding your insight to the game, and
Ray.
see you guys later.
Lots of insight.
Bye, everybody.